everyone, welcome back to another penny stock video. Super Robot is here once again, and we're going to be looking at 3 different stock tickers for this video. 2 of them which I've already covered before, and 1 is brand new. And this is basically a video to catch people up on what's exciting in the OTC markets right now, what we're looking at going into March, because every month, typically brings us new opportunities in the OTC. As it is a volatile market and it's always changing. So as we enter into March, into a new month, let's take a look at what I consider 3 of the hottest plays in the OTC right now and why they are so hot. Okay, so OPTI, we've covered this in the last video, so go watch that if you haven't. But this is a merger play. Brett Rosen, their lender, won a $15 million settlement against previous management, which was previous management was total scammers. They're gone now. Okay, Rosen is taking control of the ticker, and he's going to bring a new merger in. Here's our chart setup. This is the hourly chart. You can see it had a really nice move from low teens to all the way to 47. Topped out there. Had a pretty big dip then, right, all the way down there, 0.0026. But you can see that this is a support level. I've highlighted it here. And so it had a very nice bounce off that support level on Friday. And you can see that the chart is now building back up. We even have a little bit of a cup and handle pattern forming here. So basically I expect what I expect to happen here is, since there's a loaded catalyst pipeline still, and there's lots of things coming for this stock, I do think what we're looking for next is this blue line, the 9MA, to cross over this 50MA, this purple line. And I think that's what's going to create the next leg up for the stock. I think when that happens, we're going to first and foremost retest the highs of 47, and then we'll see how it's trading from there. But hopefully we break those highs and reach new highs as well. But this hourly chart is setting up really, really nice. This 200-day moving average is now moving up, which is great for us. It means that crucial support level, that crucial floor, keeps getting higher, which really helps support the stock price up here. So OPTI, you can see on Friday, they said, Brett Rosen here, he said RB Capital is going to put out the next OPTI PR early this upcoming week. I can't say much about the content right now, but the topic centers around the official takeover of OPTI. And then you can also see the next day on Saturday here, he said, referring to this meme about OTC CEOs paying for mergers with common shares and destroying everyone. Rosen replied to this and said, this is spot on. That's why OPTI will not be financed with common shares or convertible debt at the expense of shareholders. So whatever merger they're doing with OPTI sounds like it's going to be non-dilutive, which is really, really good. And we also know that we have a PR coming this coming week, which is going to give us some more information on this new company direction. So very exciting things happening for OPTI. I think it's going to be a great week for the stock. I think the chart is shaping up well. It's respecting all of its levels. It's respecting these moving averages. And it's been very organic trading action so far. No dilution either, since the share structure is maxed here. Moving forward, we're going to take a look at IGPK. This is the hourly chart on IGPK, and it's a work of art. You can see that the 200 MA has now come all the way up to 0.08, which is also, if we just draw a line here, you'll see that 0.08 right here is a crucial support level, right? I mean, the stock has retested this level multiple times and bounced off. You can see sometimes it'll dip a little below that, but not too much. So 0.08's been a really key level here. And now it's taken a while, as you can see, but finally the 200-day moving average has caught up to the price, which is very good, because that means we're going to see even more technical support at this 0.08 area than before. So in theory, with these technicals, there should be enormous support here at 0.08. I added more shares here on Friday on the dip because just basically every time it comes down here, I'm buying more, because it just bounces from here every time. So the chart's shaping up great. I think it is a good dip buy, in my opinion. Obviously not financial advice. But also, what's the due diligence with IGPK? Well, as we know, it's JFH e-commerce. It's one of the most exciting mergers of the entire year, for sure. It's one of the biggest mergers we've probably ever seen come into the OTC, right? So very exciting stuff. Big shout out to my buddy at StockPicks NYC here for sharing some more due diligence and content regarding JFH e-commerce, which is coming into IGPK. All right, and this company did say on their official customer support TikTok in China that IGPK is their stock ticker, right? So I don't know if the entire company is going into IGPK, but I know that they own IGPK, and they're going to do something with this stock ticker. If you recall, we're just waiting on OTC IQ access here, which could literally be any day now, because management said like 3 to 4 weeks, and that was 3 to 4 weeks ago. So literally any day now, we could get OTC IQ access here and get that official PR talking about the merger.
江西省赣州市赣县区，我在广东省东莞市沙。我在吉林省长春市。我在四川省泸州。我们在广西省。我在广东省东莞。
App certainly seems to be the case. He has a lot more content.
你是那样真诚实意，人间大爱得以延续。
So you can see that this just looks like a massive company.
铸就人生新辉煌，想要人生更辉煌，就请加入聚凤凰，预祝聚凤凰第17届特技人襄阳站取得圆满成功，耶！哇，漂亮！好，干杯！度数太高，不用加，干杯！好，就上聚凤。
Because why would such an established company like this in China be interested in owning an American stock symbol? So I do think it's going to be an extremely interesting story to play out here. And then
Come on, let's go. I'm so tired of bullshit. 来了来了，他们真的来了。Okay, ladies and
everything points to this being the merger. It's a huge company in China. They have millions and millions and millions of app downloads as well, which is all verifiable information. You can just go on Baidu, which is Chinese Google, and search this company, and you can see how many app downloads they have on the App Store, and they're listed on the Apple App Store as well. Like, it really is a big deal. So IGPK is absolutely a stock that we need to continue watching. It's really just been one of the most exciting stories that we've seen in OTC in a very long time. And then the last stock we're going to be looking at is HERB. So HERB, let's take a look at the share structure. This is a lower float than IGPK and OPTI, significantly lower float, around 11 million share float. So we're dealing with a thinly traded low float here. And as we know, when it comes to low floats, they can see serious supply shocks, right? Because if there's a high demand for shares and there's not a lot of shares in the supply, then you can see that supply shock, which leads to really volatile action to the upside. If you see here on the hourly, we got some of that action already. I mean, it made a really, really nice move, over 100% so far. But I do think this has more left in the tank as well. First of all, great share structure, audited financials, right? But what was the news that actually moved this? Well, this is the news. They put out this 8K on February 2nd. Yasheng Group, which is stock ticker symbol HERB, resolved that Manny Pacquiao, the famed UFC fighter Manny Pacquiao, will serve as the corporation's chairman of the board of directors concerning all operations in the Philippines. So this is actually even bigger than it sounds, because yes, Manny Pacquiao is obviously a celebrity athlete. So that alone brings a lot of credibility to the company, and also brings a lot of eyes onto the company. Just having a celebrity athlete as famous and as legendary as Manny Pacquiao serve as the chairman of the board of directors for all operations in the Philippines. But Manny Pacquiao is also just a total legend. I mean, the guy is like, he's like the freaking president of the Philippines almost. Not literally, but he was a former senator of the Philippines. He's actually involved in Filipino politics. He's very involved in Filipino culture, societal development. I mean, he's like basically the most famous dude in the Philippines, pretty much. So when it comes to, he's like the Schwarzenegger of the Philippines, if you will. Something like that, right? So when it comes to bringing this guy on as the board of directors for a penny stock company trading at 12 cents, and he's obviously super famous. And, the Philippines, as you can see here, is no joke. Population of 114 million people. If people in the Philippines find out that Manny Pacquiao is chairman of the board of HERB, and you have, any percent of this 114 million people investing into HERB, and HERB only has a $20 million market cap with 11 million shares in the float. Yeah, this thing could do something crazy. So if the Filipinos catch on to this and they start investing in this, there's certainly huge potential here. And obviously, that will be a possibility, right? Because if Manny Pacquiao is promoting this in the Philippines, he's definitely going to bring some investors in my opinion. So HERB is certainly one to watch as well. Very smart move by them bringing on Manny Pacquiao and having him kind of direct their operations in the Philippines. I think it's going to work out very well for them. Great share structure as well. Audited financials, still a small market cap considering what they're bringing to the table here. So definitely keep an eye on HERB as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.